18,100 range, and Nifty, closed just above that 18,050 level. So it has been, closing about the previous day's low high for the 14th straight session as of now. So if you check the previous day's low and the next day closing is always higher, and this has been happening since I think 13 or 14 sessions. So some very good uptrend for Nifty going on. But one thing to note over here is that here there was a very good reversal candle, and if now the important part is we should quickly move above the 18,200. अगर 18,200 के ऊपर हम क्विकली नहीं निकलते, ठीक है, तो यहाँ से अगर रिवर्सल कैंडल होती है देन देयर माइट बी सम करेक्शन टिल 21 DMA और द 50 DMA, कुछ 17,500 to 17,600 जोन की तरफ we can move in the next week. But if we move above the 18,200 level, then there are chances we might also see a follow through day. And also अगर 18,100 के ऊपर closing आ जाता है strongly, then we will also start adding the stock, because previous rally high था 18,096. So whenever now we are above that level, we will consider adding stocks, because the buy switch turns on, though we will wait for the follow through day for the further confirmation. But कोई अच्छी quality का stock हो, proper stock हो, then we might not hesitate to add it. And now there are a lot of results today. So big result day for Nifty. Britannia, Sejpal, Titan, Gale, the Nifty stocks. AB Fashion is also there. Cummins, Escort, Mahindra Logistics, Marico, Tube Investment, TVS Motor, Vocart, and a lot of other results are there. Now, Bank of England again raised its benchmark rate by 75 bips. So this is a huge rate hike for the England. So Bank of England has raised it by 75 bips yesterday. So a lot of results also out. Rain industry, the Q2 revenue grew to 5,577 crore from 3,849 crore, and the PAT was also almost double, some 80% of growth from 235 to 403. Amara Raja Battery reported a decent set of number. The revenue was up around 19.3% to 2,700 crore. EBITDA grew 33% on a YOY basis to 358 crore, and margin expanded 130 basis points to 13.28%. Idea again reported a huge loss of 7,595 crore. Margin भी weak हो गया, 41.6 था last quarter में, अभी हो गया 38.6. Revenue growth सिर्फ 2% है on a QOQ basis. So if you look at these telecom companies, you just compare it on a QOQ basis. But I think mostly other companies, we do the comparison on a YOY basis, because the same quarter comparison for the last year is needed to get a good idea. And yes, the big result was out, the Hero Motor. So PAT and margin were briefly missed estimates. So I'm not saying there was a major miss, but 1-2% से miss था, PAT as well as margin था, while the revenue was above estimate. So you can say it's a mixed result, so no major issues over here. But yes, there was some miss in these couple of things. Revenue was up around 7.4% on a YOY basis, while EBITDA was down 2.6%, and margin contracted around 120 pips YOY to 11.4%. If you look at the global market update, so yesterday, I think, Wednesday, not yesterday particularly for us, on Wednesday, the US market were downgraded to uptrend under pressure. ठीक है, क्योंकि उनके जो मेजर इंडाइसेस है वो की मूविंग एवरेजेस को ब्रीच कर गए थे, हाई वॉल्यूम पे रिवर्सल था, लाइक नास्डेक वाज डाउन दैट डे अराउंड मोर देन 3% ऑन अ हाई वॉल्यूम. ठीक है, एंड वो अभी 52 वीक लो जो उसका लास्ट मंथ बना था उससे जस्ट 2-3% अवे है, ज्यादा नहीं. So we are into the uptrend under pressure. So हम confirm uptrend में थे US मार्केट में, but अभी uptrend under pressure में आ गए. Similar thing happened in Dow and S&P also. Key moving averages were breached. If you look at the Asian markets today, the Shanghai is up the Nikkei is down more than 2%, while the Kospi is flat. USD INR similar, somewhere around 82.7 level. Brent crude is still sustaining about this 95 level. And here there was an increase. So US 10-year Treasury yield yesterday, that was somewhere around 4.05 or something, 4 around, but now it's around 4.15. And if you look at 2-year yield, I have not mentioned over here, but that has increased to 4.7%. So this is huge. This was up almost 3% yesterday, and that has taken the 2-year yield to 4.7%. So also the dollar index, I think the dollar index was also more than 112 yesterday, approaching 113. So it will add a lot of pressure on the global currencies. It might add pressure on INR as well. And what we want in the ideal scenario is कि अगर INR depreciate हो जाता है और crude oil higher level पे sustain करता है, higher level I mean 95, 100 और उससे ऊपर सस्टेन करता है, then that might be a problem for the Indian economy. और वहां से जो earnings पे प्रेशर आएगा, क्योंकि higher crude prices, higher जो उसका एक्सपोर्ट करने का इंपोर्ट करने का कॉस्ट है, दोनों अगर बढ़ता है, then that is always a problem for India. So we should have a watch on the crude price as well as the USD INR, because that always adds the pressure on the CAD as well as the margins. And the fuel cost increases, the logistic cost increases, the input material cost increases if INR depreciates and the crude oil increases. So this is something to watch out for. Now, if you look at the SGX, so we are not facing a major issue. Like the US market is, whenever it is going sharply down, it's not like that the Indian market is blindly following it. We have our own market, it seems. अभी भी वो डीकपलिंग वाला सीन चल रहा है, कब तक चलेगा या चलता रहेगा, दैट इज अ क्वेश्चन, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज 2007-8 में भी डीकपलिंग हुआ था. जब यूएस मार्केट जब इनिशियली गिरा था, इंडियन मार्केट वाज मेकिंग न्यू हाइज, वो ऊपर जा रहा था, आई मीन, ठीक है. बट आफ्टर अ सर्टेन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वो जो डीकपलिंग हो गया था मार्केट का, वो खत्म हो गया. फिर यूएस मार्केट बॉटम के अराउंड फ्लैट सा मूव होता था, धीरे धीरे नीचे जाता था, एंड देयर वर शार्प फॉल्स इन इंडियन मार्केट. But the situation is different, the scenario is different in 2007 2000 compared to 2007-8. So let's see अभी कितना टाइम हम जो ग्लोबल मार्केट है उससे अलग रहते हैं. Will there be a some point of time कि हमारा भी डाइवर्जेंस आएगा नीचे की ओर, जब जैसे कि ग्लोबल मार्केट का शार्प सेल ऑफ आता है अभी नेक्स्ट, if it comes. So that's a question to be very tough to answer at this point of time. But yes, the things had happened in such a way in 2007-8 कि पहले हम अलग थे, ऊपर जा रहे थे जब ग्लोबल मार्केट नीचे जा रहा था, and then suddenly we gave a sharp fall at that point of time. So the most important thing is to follow the technicals well, to follow the rules well, ठीक है. Don't be very much aggressive at this point of time. जो आपका पोजीशन है वो मैनेज करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. जैसे कि आपके पोर्टफोलियो में 5 स्टॉक है, देन कीप दैट 21 डीएम है, 50 डीएम है, वो स्टॉप लॉस माइंड में रखो. प्रॉफिट, वो स्टॉप लॉस ट्रेल करो, प्रॉफिट मिल रहा है तो थोड़ा थोड़ा बुक करो. सो दीज आर सम आइडियल सिचुएशंस. हाउएवर इफ द ग्लोबल मार्केट इंप्रूव्स, हम लोग भी कंफर्म अप ट्रेंड में चले जाते हैं, नया हाइज बनाते हैं, then you can put more money into the market, and so that's the way you should go rule based in the market. So that's it for today's session. So again, we will meet at 4:30 in the evening with the after hours. So thank you for